has been the last 5 years. Street protests, budget cuts, higher taxes, and a breakdown of government services. Now, they're being given a choice in how to save the country. On July 5th, they'll vote in a referendum. A yes vote means agreeing to more tough measures imposed by the international institutions lending Greece money. A no vote means rejecting these bailout conditions and possibly leaving the euro. But how did it come to this? Before the global financial crisis, Greece paid off its debt the same way many other countries did, by borrowing even more money. After the crisis hit, banks became a lot more reluctant to lend money. Suddenly, Greece had massive payments due and no cash to pay them off. The IMF, the European Commission, and the European Central Bank, also known as the Troika, offered to bail out Greece and lend it money to pay back the banks, but only under certain conditions. That Greece cut back its public spending and hike up taxes, what economists call austerity. These austerity measures also meant mass firings and very tough times across the country. 5 years on, the Greek economy isn't doing much better. 25% of Greeks are unemployed and 27% live in poverty. For young Greeks, it's even worse. 60% of them can't get a job, and their parents and grandparents are losing their pensions. And remember, the bailout money doesn't even go to the Greek people, it goes to the foreign banks that Greece owes money to. With part of the debt due on June 30th, Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras has called the Troika's latest bailout conditions humiliating and said he wouldn't accept them unless the Greek people voted for them in a referendum. The government has ordered banks to close until the day after the vote and has limited ATM withdrawals to avoid money rushing out of the country. If Greeks agree to the bailout conditions, Greece will stay in the Eurozone, but it'll mean more of the same hardship and poverty. If they say no, things won't get much better. Greece will probably default on its loans, which could result in a domino effect. It could be forced to leave the euro, money would rush out of the country, and it wouldn't be able to borrow anymore. There would be severe inflation and a long recession. It would also set a precedent for other Eurozone countries with massive debts, and that worries Europe's richer countries who are owed that debt. But at least after the chaos and long period of economic struggle, Greece would finally be able to reclaim control over its own finances.